Welcome back again with another action-packed edition of Sports Tonight. So reaching you live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. You know what? It gives a good feeling whenever we know that you are joining us to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakwa, and it's still an action-packed world of sports. What's going on? Table tennis in Nigeria keeps getting better. The country now ranked number 24 in the world rankings. We'll talk about table tennis tonight on the show. Oh, let's not forget that it's the International Women's Day, and we are celebrating women in sports. We're talking about ways we can encourage women's participation in sports, particularly in Nigeria. Yes, Nigeria. We need to get more women to be involved in sports, but we're still celebrating Women's Day all over the world. And right here at Channels TV, we're giving all the support and encouragement to women, particularly those that have the interest or doing one thing or the other for sports development in Nigeria. We'll also talk about, yes, this is International Women's Day. The Super Falcons will get our attention. The Flamingos, the Falconets, they will also get our attention tonight on the show. Asisat Oshola, she's talking. What's she talking about? Stay with us and we will tell you. But first, let me tell you the story about this female tennis player. She is a world champion. Her name is Maria Sharapova. Since 2006, she's been taking a drug called meldonium. Now, that drug, she says she takes it whenever she feels sick. But in December last year, the World Anti-Doping Agency, they included that drug, meldonium, into the banned substance list. Maria Sharapova was sent a mail. She clicked on that mail, but did not click on the attachment to see that, hey, the drug you take is no longer allowed. She took that drug, went to the Australian Open, and now she's been tested positive. That's the story of Maria Sharapova. It's very emotional, very touching, but we will talk about it tonight on the show. Meanwhile, Serena Williams has come out to say, well done, Maria. You're very courageous, and you are a symbol of the integrity that tennis needs. More reactions coming out of Maria Sharapova's shocking revelation for tennis all over the world. We will talk about that one extensively on the program. I keep telling you that it's an action-packed world of sports. We have action in UEFA Champions League. There's an FA Cup replay game going on between Arsenal and Hull City. Can Real Madrid complete what they started in Rome? So much to talk about tonight on the program, but we cannot do it alone, can we? How can we run through this fast-moving, money-spinning world of sports all alone? Come on, we need you to be with us on this journey. You can be part of the show. You know how you can. Our feedback mechanisms, they're still the same. On Twitter, we're Channels_Sports, and on Facebook, we're Channels-Sports. Verified Twitter handle. You could talk to us about anything that is going on in your exciting world of sports. But let's make it interesting tonight with the hashtag International Women's Day. Let's talk about women in sports and how they've contributed to its development from Nigeria to Africa to the world in general. Remember, Gianni Infantino is saying we want more women to be involved in FIFA, and that's the way to go. So let's join the discussion tonight with the hashtag International Women's Day. But you've come on, feel free to talk about anything. Talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria and that game that they're getting ready for against Egypt. Talk about Maria Sharapova, anything. Just also let you know that all our top stories can be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com and on YouTube /Channels Web. Somebody's on the go, someone is stuck somewhere, no TV. Listen, you can still be part of the show. Go to m.channelstv.com. Download the Channels TV app for your iPad, iPhone, BlackBerry, your Windows phones, your iOS, and even your Android phones. Yes, your Android phones can do it. m.channelstv.com. Download the app, and you will be part of all that we will be doing tonight on the show. Let me quickly bring the guys that will be talking with us tonight on the program. Reliable analysts anytime, any day. We'll be traveling around the world, so fasten your seatbelts. It's a fast-moving world of sports. It's good to have you again, Olawale Ishola. Thanks for coming around.
Good evening, Austin. Good to be here again.
That's right. My colleague Yemi Adebayo is also on the program. Yemi, good to have you around.
Always a pleasure, Austin. Feels good to be here.
That's what it is. We're about to start having fun right here at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. And let's stay with Channels Television. What is it that Channels Television is doing with grassroots football development? Listen, the Channels National Kids Cup has already entered Season 8. Did somebody hear me right? Season 8, yes. Season 8 of the Channels National Kids Cup is is already loading. And we will begin with the Lagos preliminaries. The Lagos preliminaries forms are already available. Schools can come to Channels TV, pick up the forms, or go to Suburb office in Maryland and pick up the forms. Look, we're getting ready to start catching them young again. And that's a visit to the Lagos State Football Association. Remember, the NFF, they have tagged the Channels National Kids Cup as an NFF protected tournament. They're saying, look, we want to continue the success story that Channels TV has started. So they're saying we'll monitor it, we'll give support, we'll also encourage kids, families, schools to be involved in grassroots football development. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give you the first through pass. That's really encouraging, particularly that the NFF first vice president, who is also the chairman of the youth football committee, totally, fully involved.
It doesn't get any better.
That's right.
The football ruling body of a country, not just a state, back in a project as this. It's only the beginning, when you start things like this.
That's right.
Great things start from small beginning. And for some of us, it's unbelievable. We're looking at it. It's even growing beyond Nigeria now. A lot of people want to participate, and we are telling them, "Oh,
just give us some time.
Just give us some time.
Let us run before we fly."
And I'm very happy. And to have the NFF say this is really, really heartwarming. That means whatever you get from Channels Kids Cup, you can take it to the bank.
That's what it is.
Credible.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
It makes us happy.
I like that word, credibility. Well, let me get to you. Now, there are a lot of ways we can actually, fight some of the problems associated with football in the country. One of them, age cheat. If at this level you can get kids from primary school, monitor their progress, the NFF is saying, look, we can actually make it a model and safeguard it. I think that's the way to go.
Well, it's a very good initiative, and I've been following the Channel Kids Cup since inception. And it's a very nice thing that you are catching them so young, right from the primary school.
That's right.
Because you can catch them so young, and I hope channels are keeping records of all these competitions. Because by keeping records of the competition, you can use this thing as a guard, as you rightly said, in protecting our youth teams.
Yeah.
Because by the time people get to play in the under-17 and under-21, someone of 27 age claiming 21, someone of 28 claiming 17. It doesn't go well for the development of the game.
That's right.
But with this kind of competition, you can save. It helps to build integrity.
Yeah.
It helps to get the right people at the right competition. It's a good initiative for channels. I'll give kudos to the management of the.
I agree with it because there are some kids that look big. Somebody just, oh no, this guy is an overweight. Then you can bring your pictures and say, no, I knew when this guy played in the Channels Kids Cup. And now, in the age of social media, you have your phones, you have your iPads and whatever. People take pictures. I mean, some of us were unlucky not to have taken pictures with Ronaldinho when he was here in 1999. But I'm very sure we have learned from that.
That's right.
And a whole lot of us some of those guys, especially those of us that have an eye for talent, this young man might come somebody in the future.
Right.
Let me take pictures now and evidence. So if the young man tries to be funny, when I know he's 27 and he's claiming to, you understand?
There's something to fall back.
It's a yardstick. And I'm happy, and I hope that the drag net is wide, and I'm hoping that a lot of our products from the Channels Kids Cup, it will be a thing of joy to see them. We've heard in times back that some of them have been drafted into under 13, but it will be very good to see one of them representing Nigeria globally.
And that's actually the dream of the Nigeria Football Federation. That's the sort of support they want to give to the Channels National Kids Cup. Listen to this. Schools in Lagos, we are ready. We're coming for you guys. The Lagos preliminaries will begin on the 19th of April. But this is what we want you to do. We want you to pick the Channels National Kids Cup form from either Channels TV headquarters in the Sherry North or the Suburb office in Maryland. Don't pay anything. It's free of charge. Pick the forms. Deadline for submission 31st of this month. Ensure that you go through the rules and regulations that can be found on our website, channelstv.com. We are ready. Someone is saying, what does the NFF mean by NFF protected tournament? What does it mean? Let's listen to the first vice president of the Nigeria Football Federation. He will explain to you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay.
Channels Kids Cup has been a very good tournament for the past few years, and we need to create a story. So this child comes from this competition because he's so good. He's picked for the tournament best 11.
We will be glad to say that